What's going on, guys? Bio here, back with some genetic gladiators. So let's get into this. We're going to be checking out the new division. And finally, I know I'm a little bit late with this, but we finally got the new division out. Took a ton of time. We're just going to look through it. I'm not going to do all of the stages. I'll go through each stage one by one and upload it like that, because of course we're going to be able to pass it. But they finally got it out, so let's go check it out. If you guys haven't beat the other ones, hopefully you'll be able to get through them by the time you have to get to this one. So we got all the way from Alpha all the way up, Mega being the last one, and then we got Giga Division. And yeah, I like it. It looks pretty good. This is the first one, so hold up, let me see if I can. Okay, yeah, okay, this is the first one, which of course starts like the same as the rest of them. They are going to give you tokens, or they're going to give you rewards, which some of them are pretty good as you go up. I don't know how hard it actually gets, but I'm going to record each stage one at a time depending on how hard it actually gets. Because I think back when I was doing these, I was doing them a row at a time, but I'm pretty sure I can get through stages at a time. That means there's only going to be 9 videos. I don't know, depending on how long those go. Like if this is 20 minutes, I'm not going to upload all that. Maybe I'll cut it in half. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. We'll try the first one and see how that goes. But these guys aren't starting off that strong. They're at 105. So I don't expect to get stuck towards maybe the bigger boss fights, which there's a few that are going to be pretty hard depending on how much HP they give these bosses. And one in particular. So we'll see how it actually works out. They are gold starred mutants, so I'm guessing there's probably going to be some platinums in here as well. And of course the first one is going to be 15 challenge tokens, so that is nice. You already got people going through them, of course. It's been out a couple days now. I don't know, it's been out for a little bit. I did mess up on not getting it out in time. And then we got stage 2, which of course we can't actually look at until we get through stage 1, but I'll go through each of them stage by stage, and then we'll split them up however long it actually takes. But we got 4 reactor tokens. So the first 2, I mean the 15 challenge tokens pretty good if you need challenge tokens, although I think it should have been a little bit more depending upon how hard this is actually going to be. I don't think it's going to be that hard, the first one anyway, but I feel like they could have given us 30, because it takes 180 to get one character, so 30 is really not that much. They give us 5 in each of the PvP, PvE, so that's 10, and that's 20 a month, so they give us 15. I feel like this should have been doubled just because it's a one-time only thing, so that one's a little bit iffy. And then we got 4 reactor tokens. Honestly, they could have doubled most of these, maybe except for the gold ones. I understand those, they don't want to put too much gold out there, but the reactor token one, they could have given us 6. They didn't even have to double, they could have given us 6, and it would have been nice. Starting off pretty slow. 4 still, like it's like 1 pull at least, depending upon if it's a discount and stuff like that. So that's pretty good there. Would have preferred 6. And then we go into 2,250 gold, which honestly they could have bumped that up to 25 or 3k. But we're starting off on the 3rd stage, not that high of a stage, and there's more gold to come. So honestly, the 2,250 here is fine. I would have took that. Honestly, 25, 3k would have been a little bit better, because it's a one-time only thing. Remember, you only get it once. So a little bit higher would have been a little bit better in my opinion. And then we go into 3 platinum stars. If they were to have raised all of these, they would have had to bump this up maybe by 1, or add in a gold or 2 gold stars or something like that. To make up for that or something. I don't know, because 3 platinum stars is pretty strong already, but if they're bumping up everything else, then they would have at least had to add 1 to this. If they were going to add 1 to this, they definitely would have had to up that gold to at least 3k. And then so this is the 4th stage. The 5th stage is yet again 15 challenge tokens. Like I said, if they bumped up the first one, they would have had to bump this one up to 30, and then added maybe 10 instead of like 30, maybe 40. Honestly, I would have been like 50 would have been pretty cool, or something like that. But if there's more tokens later on, then they can't go too high. But if they're giving us this many challenge tokens, what they should have done was added enough challenge tokens in the entire stages to give us one character. That would have made a lot more sense, and it would have been smarter. With the stars, they could have gave us enough to get one platinum character, like give us all the stars up to one platinum character as well as the 3 platinums. Get what I'm saying? So give us the bronze, silver, stuff like that, just extra stuff if they're bumping up everything else. But we got 15 challenge tokens. Honestly, this should have been 20, considering this one's 15 up here and it's the first one. If this one's 15, everything else has to be higher regardless. So yeah, I don't know why they didn't have it at 20 or 25. 25 would have been fine. 20, even 20 would have been a little bit better. At least you get more, because this is stage 5. Remember, stage 1 you get 15. Stage 5 you should be getting a lot more than that. And you only get this stuff once, so it's not like you can sit here and farm and farm and farm and farm for these tokens. So plus, not a lot of people are going to be hitting the Giga division, depending on how high your stuff is, because I'm guessing these guys are going to be pretty strong. If they're starting at 105, these guys towards the end are going to be pretty strong, and I'll show you the Mega division and show you how high it climbs, and then the bosses that I'm worried about in the Giga one. So we'll see that here in a second. And then this one, honestly, they could have bumped it up to 100. In my opinion, they shouldn't even have had jackpot tokens in this thing, because you're at stage 6 at this point. Like, you already got gold, you got platinum stars, you got a ton of stuff. If they're going to give us jackpot tokens, they should have gave us 150, 200 tokens or something like that. 75 tokens is very, very bad. It's a couple hundred gold maybe. So I was like, add a 0 to that, 750, I wouldn't have complained at all. I would have been like, that's the best, but that's a little too much. So 150, 200, something like that would have been a little bit fine, because you got to remember, this is pretty high up there. Not everyone's going to get it, and when you do finally achieve it, you want something good, not 75 tokens, because that's really nothing, honestly. I can go spit out 75 tokens in the thing right now and show you how much gold it gets. Not going to be that much, I can tell you that now. So 75 I don't think was the right choice. If you go into the jackpot token thing where you can actually exchange for characters, first one starts at 50, 100, 200, or is it 150? I can't remember, I haven't done one in a while, but the highest one is 200, so that's what I feel like they should have gave us in this one. If not 200, 150 would have been perfect. Even then, it's just like 200's probably my minimum with jackpot tokens, especially this high in an event. And then we got stage 7 coming up with 1. 1? Yeah, it says +1. It got me confused there. I was like, wait, it says 4, because I read the 2 4s twice. I was like, wait, that doesn't make any sense. But it's +1 zone deluxe times 4. So that basically means it's a maxed out level 4 zone deluxe, which lets you put any of them. This honestly is worth 250, I believe, when they're on sale. So if they're going to do that, they should have gave you a whole complete set to put on one of your rooftops, which is like 6. I think that's a little bit too many. 4 would have been fine, or even 3. I would have took 3, but honestly I think 4 would have been the perfect amount, because that's 1,000 gold. So we're just getting less with the prizes, even though we're supposed to be getting more. Honestly, this should have been the first prize, and they should have mixed up some of these prizes a little bit better. Even if it was the first prize, should have been at 4. Or they should have added stuff to it, because I feel like it's just not enough, considering some of the older divisions. I don't know if they still give out rewards for these, because I did them years ago. They were a lot better, because I can go back and look. I'm pretty sure they were a lot better. They were giving out like a ton of gold. Like, they were giving out so much stuff in these older ones. So yeah, I feel like 1 deluxe zone, come on, they could have done so much better than that. Unless, which I think is what they're gonna do, they're gonna give us more divisions, because they still got like a ton of room. They can shoot these guys levels up to like 1,000, 2,000. Doesn't matter if anybody can beat it, as long as those divisions are there for people to beat, that can beat them. So that's the thing. But if they go too high, they can't be adding in stuff like at the end of this one, which I don't really think they should have done. But yeah, this one's should have been at the bottom and added like 3 to that. So we're already kind of messing up there as well. And then we're in the Neo one, which I think we're gonna have a problem with. And I don't know if I'll be able to beat this right away or not, but we have yet again 2,275. If you remember correctly, we go over here 2,250. So they gave us 25 extra gold for going up to the second to last stage we get in this one. So 25 extra gold, that doesn't seem like a lot. You're probably, from that to this, you're probably gonna have to have 20 or 30 extra evos, like just to get it this far, if you were at like a lower evo, of course. That's way more than 2,275. Honestly, they should have moved the 25 in front of the 22, making it like 40. I kind of messed. Basically, what they should have done was put this at 25, add an extra 25, made it 5k. Even then, that's minimum, 5k minimum for the final stage, or second to final stage. 5k I think would have been a little bit better, but 2,275, an extra 25 on top of the gold you get. People may be like, oh, that's a lot of gold, this and that, but it's really not. If you're looking at Evo standpoint, like, you got to get all the way through these, and then you're fighting, let's say you can barely beat the first fight in the first Giga division, and like this Giga division starts at 105, so let's say you're barely able to beat it. I don't know what Evo level you would have to be. We'll start off at 100 or whatever, and then it takes 30, 40, 50 extra levels. I'm making all this stuff up, by the way, but it takes that many levels to get all the way to the end. So imagine those 50, 20, 30 levels or whatever it is, how much that would cost to the amount of gold we actually got. So you're not actually making gold, and it's a one-time thing, and you don't really get anything for it. It's just like, it's less than 2,500, or 2,500, it's less than 5,000 gold combined for this Giga division, which is insane. Like, it should not be 5k. 5k for one stage, like 7,500 for the entire thing. Okay, that's a little bit better, but still, the Evo levels alone, even with the lowest price, is still going to cost you more than that. So I feel like the rewards are a little bit lackluster in terms of the amount of weight it took to get these. So it's like, I feel like they either just warming us up, or they just didn't have any idea what they were doing. I honestly don't know. I really don't know. But if you want people to come back to the game, especially for the division, you gotta hit it hard in the new division that you're putting out. Because of course everyone made it to the Mega. People I knew back when the Mega division barely came out made it past the Mega division in like a day. So if you want those people to come back and stick to the game, you gotta make it worth people's while, and doing stuff like this, it's just not cutting it. And then of course we got the last one, which I don't think they should have done unless they made it an exclusive mutant, is have a character at the end of the stage. And this is not an exclusive division mutant. If they were going to do that, that's what they should have done. And if they do plan on adding more divisions, if they ever have a character in a division, it needs to be a division specific character, and that's the only way you're going to be able to get it. Because having this, I got this the day it came out. Like, I don't need it again, and it's just a waste of a perfectly good reward that it's going to take us forever to get to, and I get nothing for it. Like, maybe what they could have done, actually, which maybe if they do other divisions, split it to where, yeah, you can have this reward here, but then you can choose between rewards, so they can have 2 different rewards. So like, if I already have this, let's say they threw on an extra mutant on this, or maybe they throw on an extra, they take this gold here, add it to here, and add more gold here, or something like that. So they add on like 2,000 gold to this, and then you can split down the middle. If you already have this and you don't really want the, well, you want the gold of course, but you don't really want this character, and then on this side they have a platinum stars or whatever, and then they have the gold as well. So you gotta choose. It's just you don't need the character, because I can't get anything for this. Maybe if I could sell this for a platinum star, gold itself, something like that. But this thing sells for like 100 credits, 10 credits. Maybe if it sold for 100 million, 200 million credits, something like that, some crazy amount of credits, then okay, I could understand it. But actually it would have had to been a billion, because I know for a fact that one of the, I can't remember which division it is, had a billion credits, although they changed that out, but they did have a billion credits at one point. So yeah, you're lacking in terms of rewards. So that's one aspect of the thing I think they need to change, and they need to bump up if they're going to do a new division. They should have came hard on this one, even if it was just something extra added on. Like, it doesn't even have to be something that great. They could have added orbs, they could have added just extra stuff to pad it, basically, so it's not that big of a hit. Because I don't even want to go to this stage. I'm gonna go to it, of course, to make the videos, but there's no point for me to make it to the stage because there's nothing in it for me. Yeah, I'll get more experience, which I'm hoping I'll be able to, maybe the experience and stuff like that's actually pretty good on these. I don't know, but I guess let's see, 2,650. I mean, compared to, let's go to the Mega Division real quick, go to the final one, it's 2,575. So we're definitely going to get a bump in fame and experience, but it's not going to be that high. I'll probably maybe be double when we get to the end. I don't know. Let's go all the way back to this one. So tacked on an extra 5. Well, this one's at 2k. Actually, let's check the levels as well. 83. We'll average it out to like 95 on that, actually. And then that one doesn't actually have a thing. So they added about 500 experience, so we'll say about 3k or something like that reward for experience and fame. That's pretty bad. And then we can't really go based off the bosses like these guys, because they don't actually have a level, they just have stats. I mean, you can average it out and tell what sort of where their level is, but on some of these boss characters they kind of pad their stats and stuff like that, so there's no really telling. Just go to the one before that, and this is at 97, so about 10 levels between each stage, between all the stages, so it goes up a little bit. I mean, they could be a level a stage, or like on this one they could be jumping it. Instead of going up 10 levels, they'll go up 20 levels. So I honestly don't know, but we're gonna have a problem with these guys for sure when we get to the end, because they can make their stats whatever they want. Wrong one. It's the, which one is it? I forgot which one it is. I know it's, is it it's this one, I believe. Oh, which one is it? I don't even remember anymore. Here it is. This freaking character right here is gonna be a pain in the new division, depending upon your evil level, that is. Because when this guy came out, he was a pain for people. Even it was a pain for me to get through. So yeah, I'm expecting him to be insanely hard. He's probably going to be the platinum version as well. That's why they're probably making them platinums for the new division. And I bet you he's going to be a pain in the ass to get through in the new division. So I would be wary of this character. Depending upon your evil level, if you're like past like 250, 300, maybe even I'm like 200 in my level or something like that, I don't even think you have to worry too much, because we start at 105. We're probably going to go up to, even if they added 50 levels, it's only 150, so like 150, 200, depending upon your tags as well, or stuff like that, all plays a factor now. So as long as your evil is really high, you don't really have to worry about it. But I see a problem for the bosses like this that are in the game for this division. People are gonna have a problem with it, because not everybody has the equal amount of evos levels. So I don't know, let me know what you guys think. I will be going stage by stage, depending upon how hard this stuff gets and how much time in between each stage and stuff like that. I might have to split it up. I think before it was like each line was a video. I don't know if I want to do that. I guess I could too. So if you guys want to find a certain video, the only thing I don't really like about that is becomes a lot of videos to upload, but then that gives me content because I don't think we're gonna get another division anytime soon. So let me know what you guys think. I'll record this first one depending upon how long it is. If it's 10 minutes, I might upload the whole thing. But let's say I get through it and we'll give it another like 15-20 minutes or something like that. Then I might split it in half. I don't want anything to go over too far. Even if it's 15 minutes, I'll split in half, 7 minutes a piece. I don't care about hitting the 10-minute mark as long as it's not too long, because people don't want to watch that. But normally I'll do stage 1, 2, and 3, so that way you guys can follow it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then boss if it's a boss, or it'll say 9. So that's how I did it before. I don't know if I want to do it like that this time. It all depends on this first stage, and we're gonna get into that. But I thought I'd make this, throw it out right quick, and then we'll just probably go through this entire division, because most likely I can get through it, depending on how fast the levels skyrocket. And I'll just record them, edit them, and stuff like that, and split them up for you guys, so that way you guys can have videos. I was also thinking about doing commentary on each of these, maybe. We'll see, because I kind of want to speed up the video, so I don't want to have commentary on it, because then my voice would be sped up, of course. So I don't know, we'll see how the first one goes, and then from there we'll decide the next 8 stages after that, and whether I'm gonna have commentary on them, whether I'm gonna have them split up in rows, so 3 videos per one stage. Exceptions to that rule, of course, the boss fights. Like normally I like to put those in by themselves, because those of course get the most views, so most people are just looking for that video alone. And I believe that's how I did it for most of these divisions. So I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I know this was pretty long. Wasn't planning on having it this long. I just wanted to get over like 10 minutes, but we kind of went way over. I was playing random stuff, but let me know what you guys think. I will be getting through these divisions. Might take a little bit of time. Most likely I ran through the whole thing in the first day. It's just I gotta like spit it out over time, because it took us forever from Mega to Giga. So yeah, it's gonna be a while before you guys see the entire thing, but I will eventually get it out, so we just gotta put it out slowly. Although in boss fights I might just throw them out right quick, and then also put them in the video themselves. So like, let's say this is a boss fight, I might do all 3 stages of course and just cut out the last boss fight, throw them up real quick, because I know this is gonna get a ton of views, so I might do it like that. So you guys will have the 2 boss fights, or I think, is there 3? I don't know. The 2 I know of, the one I showed you, and then the one at the end for sure. I'll throw those out real quick, so you guys will have those, because I know people are gonna look those up for sure. And then I will have them in the videos themselves and just cut them up into 3 parts, something like that. I don't know, I haven't figured it out yet, but expect a ton of Giga Division, Mutant Genetic Gladiator videos, as well as, I guess, rewards. I don't know, rewards aren't that great, but let me know what else you guys want to see. Whether you guys want to see new platinums, mutants in general. I'm still working on platinums. I'm still working on leveling characters. I'm still working on getting a new tag, stuff like that. So it's got a ton of stuff going on, but that's going to be about it for this one. Thank you guys for watching. If you didn't make it this far, if you guys could like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Really wish I would have said this at the beginning of the video. Gotta remember to say it. I would really appreciate it. It would help me out a lot, especially now. And yeah, we'll talk to you guys later.